So YouTube is gonna hate me for this one, but since it's almost the 4th of July and everyone keeps asking me about it, I will show you guys my Freedom Collection. So first up we have a Ruger SR 1911. It is 45 ACP because anything other than a 45 is not an actual 1911. Having said that, one of my favorite features about this gun is the fact that there's a little peephole on the top that lets you know if you have one in the chamber. Now, of course, all these guns in this video are currently unloaded and do not have one in the chamber. I've already checked, don't worry about it. In regards to this gun, very nice feel, with authentic wood, beautiful, beautiful finish. And it does look a little weird seeing a Ruger logo on a 1911, but these are probably one of my more favorite variants other than an actual Colt Government, but I'd love to have a Colt Government, but someday soon, I'm sure. It feels very nice. My only gripe is the fact that it does not have an ambidextrous safety. That's something you could change with the aftermarket, but personally I've already gotten used to it. I do like how it has these black accents as well as some texturing here to help with grip. And it lacks the texturing right here, unfortunately, but again, it doesn't really bother me. The trigger is skeletonized. I think it's fantastic. I mean, any trigger on a 1911 is a fantastic trigger. And of course, that's what the gun looks like when it is nice and open chambered. It's a big boy. 45s are not a joke, not at all a joke. Very, very fantastic gun. I have put over 2,000 rounds. Not a problem, as long as you clean it very well. That's a must if you own a 1911. So I do also have a Glock 19. I'm not showing in this video because you saw the title of the video. It's my Freedom Collection, and that gun is not made in America, so I'm going to omit it from this video. Moving on, my AR-15 variant. This is a Stag Arms Model 1. It is honestly more close to an M4 than it is an AR-15 because this gun is almost entirely mil-spec. And that is one of the reasons I love Stag Arms. Stag Arms used to make parts for Colt. And Colt, if you don't know, is the company that manufactures the M4. Let's just get a beauty shot of it because this gun, fantastic. Very beautiful. Definitely the reason this video will probably get demonetized. But I like carry handle sights. I know it's controversial. It's what came on the gun. That's what I'm running. I don't like tactical. That's the term. They tactical their guns, not me. I really don't care. If it came like this, it shoots just fine like this. Will I ever mod it? Probably a foregrip, maybe that's it. I've been saying that for 4 years now because I've had this gun for a long time and I've not gone around to it because each time I remind myself, oh, maybe I should mod it, I shoot just fine with it and I'm like, never mind, I don't really care for it. And ever since I became a car enthusiast, God, cars have sucked up everything my wallet's ever been able to make, so I have not been able to spend much on guns since then. And really, there isn't much else to say about this gun. I mean, now this is probably my favorite gun ever in my entire collection. Aesthetically, how it shoots, how it operates, just everything. This is a Marlin 3030, more specifically a Marlin 336 SS model, SS standing for stainless steel. This is not just a stainless steel finish, this is actually entirely stainless steel. So the barrel's also stainless steel, and even the inside of the gun, it is stainless steel through and through. So a lot of people, when I take this to a range, they think it is just like a nickel finish. A lot of people, and I don't blame them, that's a very common finish for lever guns. It is not a nickel finish. It is actually made of stainless steel metal. And the reason that is really cool, because this gun is really marked up compared to the regular one, the reason that's nice is that it's immune to rust. I can't tell you how many times I've gone hunting, how many times this has seen rain, wet mud, all kinds of horrendous conditions, and not a single bit of rust. Very fantastic gun. So I do have the rounds out, if you guys have noticed, for round size comparison. So my 3030 is currently my largest caliber gun I own. Here's its round size compared to a .223 Remington. Here's its round size compared to a .45. So definitely a big round. Is it the biggest? Nowhere close. I love it. I really can't separate myself from that gun. Such a classic style, classic Old West cowboy gun. Like, I do love gate-loaded guns. I cannot stand the little tube-fed guns that freaking Henry makes. Thankfully, Henry's now going to make a side loader. Now, I might buy Henry now because I want a brass finish. I want a brass finish gun just to complete the collection, because if you look next to it, we have a standard finish. So I'd love to also have a brass finish gun, and I think Henry would be a great investment because I want gate-fed and I also want side ejecting. I know, like, well, this gun is top ejecting. Top ejecting is cool until it flies into your eye. But again, love that gun. So let's move on to this gun. So this one is a Winchester 94, but it is actually a Legends Cowboy air rifle. So it's modeled after Winchester 94. And the most impressive part is again, this is not an airsoft gun. Please do not shoot this at people. If you aren't familiar with what lead pellets are, they are basically lead bullets still. Just instead of gunpowder, they are powered by compressed air, whether it's carbon dioxide or nitrogen. A lot of air guns use nitrogen pistons. Very authentic. So despite being an air gun, look at that. It has an exact motion just like an actual 94 does. It is even top ejecting. So you know what? Let me set one up for you guys. But again, very authentic feeling air gun, very fun to shoot. Whenever I can't go to a range or find a nice place to shoot, this is a nice backyard plinker. Dan Wesson, it is a 357 Magnum replica. Again, this one is just an air gun, so this one also has pellets. It also has gas, so therefore this one is unloaded right now because this one could actually fire. Now, what I like about this revolver is that it feels very authentic, because Dan Wesson, someone commented on Instagram, like, oh, doesn't Dan Wesson just make airsoft guns? No, they don't. They make actual guns. This is modeled after their 715 model. Beautiful, beautiful gray steel finish. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Again, it's not loaded right now. It's all good. Beautiful, beautiful. I love, it's a double action, so it is semi-automatic. Very fantastic. And you can still manually cock it, so you can still do it as if it were a single action revolver, and that's awesome. Now the sights, leave something to be desired, but you can always change sights. This right here, not plastic, this is rubberized. Now, this gun costs about $160. For how much it costs, that is a whole lot of bang for your buck. This is another very fun gun that I just like to use in my backyard. Now, what's next to it is a childhood favorite of mine. So you guys probably noticed in the intro reel, this is not a real gun. This is a BB gun, and by that I do not mean an airsoft gun. Please do not shoot this at people. It shoots metal BBs, and one of the reasons I really love this gun is it's a great practice gun. So I don't really use it much anymore, but back when I was much, much younger, and especially before I even owned a 1911, this was how I essentially learned everything you need to know about the 1911. So unlike a lot of 1911 air guns, it actually has a full slide. So you see the slide goes just as far back as an actual 1911. A lot of the air guns will have the slide only go towards here, and that's just stupid because that's not the full recoil. So this is blowback, so this will actually travel the full correct distance. And the recoil on it, I would say, is surprisingly, this gun has a lot of blowbacks here. So this will help you. It'd definitely be an understatement to say that it's a toy. It is not a toy. It will absolutely help you if you don't own a 19. It only costs $100. It's a Swiss Arms 1911. Full metal construction, beautiful brushed stainless steel, and an iodized finish on the bottom. I believe that's what that is, but it's two different finishes. I love the look. This, unfortunately, is plastic, so this is not real wood. Doesn't matter. It also has a skeletonized trigger. Feels just as great as an actual 1911. Even has some good old features. Even has ambidextrous safety, unlike my actual firearm 1911. So, you know, a bit, and it has nice sights. I like the sights. Honestly, no gripes about this gun. For $100, it is a steal, honestly. It's a great birthday present for someone who just turned 18 and you want them to learn the 1911 platform. The best part is this disassembles just like an authentic 1911. So it can even train them in disassembly, which I think is, again, just fantastic. Everything on it is functioning just like it should be on a real 1911. Before I end this video, I do want to say that I will be at Atlanta Motorsports Park on July 4th with Cartel, and there's going to be a giant car meet there. And it should be free admission, so if you want to be there and just kind of enjoy the activities, take a look, feel free to check it out. I will put the address here on screen as well as in the description. Just look for a bright yellow Z06. I did get it wrapped, but it's still going to be yellow. Other than that, thanks for watching and see you guys there. Blade Angel out.